Okay, take two of the podcast. What did we miss? Zack has a Timmy Thick haircut. He went to file his taxes and had an allergy attack, and that's where we left things. But what I wanted to say, Brandon, was
What do you got cooking?
everything that's happening in Iran right now is terrible. But I did get a fat tax return, so I might be pro-war now.
How fat was it?
It was the biggest tax return I've ever got. I don't want to say it on the podcast.
So what's he doing? Like, what is he doing to just
Dude, I'm telling you, he just knows. Okay, so here's the difference, right? When I file my taxes by myself, it's like, put in your W-2, put in your 1095, your 1098, and then it's like, did you donate to charity? Yeah. Okay. This guy, his computer program, I don't know, it's got way more questions. It's like, did you have any hurricane damage that you've been repairing? It's like, well, in fact, I did. I just finally got a new roof. Had to get that because of the last hurricane. And he's like, how much? And I was like, 20 grand. He's like, all right, that's going right on there.
Well, that's definitely where it came from. That's probably a fat return from the hurricane. you took from the hurricane relief fund with that shit.
No, dude. No, bro. I'm telling you. No, my house has been wrecked. I've been working on my house for 2 years since those hurricanes, and I'm still having to pay out of pocket.
That shit sucks.
But yeah. Yeah, so look, if we're still in a war next year and I don't get a big tax return, I'm back on the people's side. But it's tough. It's tough when you're getting good taxes, brother.
So to talk about it, like in like a practical sense about this war, how's your company? Like are they like afraid of like the rising gas prices? Like are they afraid of that like increasing like the labor? No.
No, dude. Actually, things have been pretty chill. Like I think I told you. Did I tell you I got a big raise?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a big raise today. We actually went out for a fancy lunch, steak lunch.
That's nice.
Boss bought me a new pair of shoes. Honestly, dude, he's like a sugar daddy right now. He's just treating me.
Buy you a new pair of shoes.
Dude, yeah. Well, so he was wearing these bright fancy shoes, and I was like, "Oh, those are sick." I was like, "I love those." I was like, yeah, I already ruined 2 pairs of shoes since I started this new job site. And he's like, yeah, pay for it on the company card, So I got some new shoes coming my way.
Like, is it the exact pair that
MTE.
Oh, okay.
No, I got a new pair, but they're like the work terrain Vans. So
I don't know those ones.
They're pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, they make like work boots and shoes. So, but yeah, man. How you been, bro? I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks.
I know. I've had the flu, and I've been adjusting to this like time change. Because how my hours are, I was really enjoying that like extra hour.
Yeah.
And now it's just like you lose an hour. That's like 2 hours to me.
Okay. So you got butt fucked.
It's been rough.
For me, it's just waking up is harder, but it's nice. The sun is still out right now. Yeah. So like my is it circadian? Yeah, my circadian rhythm hasn't adjusted yet. So like I'm not as tired doing the pod at a later time, which is nice.
Hawaii has been in this like state of emergency. I don't know if you heard anything about it, but we've had like crazy monsoons for the past, I would say like half week. And so our streets have been flooded. Like people have been like,
oh no,
killing each other like
guys,
in the streets. It's
you're listening to this podcast. Stop hating on The Rock. This is what happens when you put nasty comments on his brand new post. All right, volcanoes erupt, dude. Tsunamis come.
He's here just like causing them. He's fucking twerking,
dude. Yeah.
But dude, like I don't know.
You don't shut up. He's gonna sacrifice Kevin Hart. He's gonna throw him right in the mountain, dude.
Right to Moana.
No more DraftKings commercials. Is this what you guys want? Be nice to The Rock.
Dude, we need to talk about like that Charles Oliveira.
Red Letter 1 was a great movie. Okay.
I can't say that.
See, dude, this is gonna be a way.
That's like an Israeli
right through
movie.
Your window during this podcast. You're gonna be talking shit about Red Letter 1. Your door's gonna come down, dude. There's gonna be fucking sea turtles in your living room.
Dude, have you seen like all the AI stuff that they've been pushing like for Netanyahu?
AI this, AI that. Yeah,
Isn't
but
it
we
crazy?
talked about it for an hour.
No, no.
Oh no, you talking about him being dead?
Yeah, him
Six
being
fingers
dead.
and shit.
And
Yeah.
like they're
I don't
pumping
know,
out
dude.
like all these. But like if you watch the
He,
videos, there's a
yeah,
lot of inconsistencies in these videos now.
I don't know. He may have grown a sixth finger. If they're eating babies, who knows what that
Yeah.
does to your body? Dude, he might be growing stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be a strange world if he's dead and then like the war is like still happening.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's yeah. I was
You don't
gonna
give a
say
shit.
no. I was
You just don't
gonna
fucking
say
give a shit. You have
no.
no
I was
perspective
gonna
on
say
it.
no. I was gonna say it's crazy, but that's like I feel like I don't know if anybody's picked up on yet. But like whenever I say that, it just means I don't know what to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, that Charles Oliveira fight was awesome, bro. I love that fight.
Dude, you just like it because you want money on it.
No, it was a good fight.
See, I'm not going to deny the technique and how good Charles is, right? But I'm a huge Max fan, so I'm heartbroken to see him not get a chance to shine, you know?
Yeah.
And, I've seen the argument of the BMF. It's like, this is a fight for the fans. This is supposed to be stand and bang. Yes and no, I don't know. I wanted more from it. Like I'm disappointed in it because of Max's performance. Granted, to not get finished is a feat.
Yeah,
I
that's a
mean,
feat in itself.
that's a feat in itself. But it's not what I wanted for him.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen Max do better before. I'm more upset Max wasn't on his game as much. Because I feel like there's a lot of guys that Oliveira's fought that did a better job at like maintaining the standing,
Yeah.
or even fighting on the ground that Max could annihilate. You know what I mean? So like I think Max could tear apart Michael Chandler, but Michael Chandler fought Charles way better.
Yeah.
So
Well,
well,
yeah, it's a case of rock, paper, scissors. That's how like the UFC is. Like he can beat that guy, but
Dude.
he can beat that guy, but he can beat that guy.
you're reading my mind, dude. We're fucking linked before Neuralink is even a thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my god, I was just gonna say that. Imagine if Gaethje beats Taporia, and then it's just this like constant. Dude, that'd be crazy.
that just means that like it's not really based on the technique per se, just like how old the fighters are and like where they are, like in their
Dude,
prime.
it's everything. It's where they're at that day. It's where their mind's at that day. It's where their body's at that day. So
It's a lot to ask, like for them, like they'll always be at 100%, and not everyone is all the time.
all the time. Yeah, for sure.
But to say that like, the ground game was not exciting is kind of crazy. Charles was punching, was trying to get in. Like he wasn't just like holding him there. He was striking the entire time.
If you're a Charles fan, if you're a Max fan watching that, the whole time you're just crying.
Dude,
on the
Hawaii
inside,
was going crazy.
I bet.
It was a
I
dark
bet you
day.
walked
It was a
around,
dark day.
everybody's depressed, dude. You're like smiling, you're fucking whistling.
Dude, this was right in the middle of like the monsoon, but like I had to go outside and just like puff my chest a little bit and just walk around like in the rain. It was so fun.
I'm telling you, this is what happens. You make fun of The Rock, you get monsoons, you get Max Holloway losing, right? Stop it, guys. His energy drink, it's good. I've had it. I enjoy it.
Dude, we had a bus driver like drive into like a tree the other
Bus.
day. Which is crazy around here. Like, dude, Hawaiians are kind of retarded. Like, I have to admit, like, it's kind of rough out here.
You're ruining the Holloway fucking lineage, dude. Every day, every little comment you make about Hawaii just
Dude,
sets my
you
boy
come
down
out here,
even more.
you come out here like for like a week with me, bro. You'll completely understand. It is.
Yeah.
It's like living like in Mexico. I think it's just like a totally different vibe down here.
Yeah.
What else I want to talk about? I want to talk about AI, Yahoo, and the Charles fight. I also wanted to ask how you were doing.
Bro, I'm not doing good. I mean, I'm doing good. Like, things are good in life, but I've had a rough fucking week. So, Friday the 13th, notorious day for me, bro. It is
that.
guaranteed bad. bad luck, guaranteed bad luck for me, every single time. And I was getting tattooed on Thursday the 12th, getting half sleeve work done, got up all this colored in, and like he's like, yeah, tomorrow's Friday 13th. Are you gonna get a dumb Friday 13th tattoo? And I was like, no. And fuck, dude, my day tomorrow is gonna be fucked. Like, and he was like,
you're like, oh,
yeah. I was like, God fucking damn it. So, anyways, my day was fucked. Dude, long story short, because this is a long story, but basically, I'm shorthanded. I'm having to pick up the pieces for other people, and because of it, like, I'm missing the stuff that like should be my main focus.
Yeah.
And I missed something, and it resulted in me digging in the fucking blaring sun for 5 hours with a shovel, just digging a hole in the ground.
Why were you doing
right? Again, long story. I had to find this well that got covered up, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, damn.
But dude, I got a fresh tattoo. I'm like 6 feet in the ground, just digging this fucking hole, bro. It was brutal. And then I was complaining to Rosie. I was in Tractor Supply parking lot, and I was like, every day it says it's gonna rain. It doesn't fucking rain. We need rain really bad to wash away this pollen. I can't stop fucking sneezing.
You're such a dad.
And
now.
I was like, we need fucking rain. She's like, well, it might rain soon. And I was like, yeah, maybe. So I walked to my car, I step in dog shit. I get in my car, I'm like, what fucking smells?
Oh,
and I look at my shoe, I'm like, oh, god damn it. And then I go to start my car, right?
Yeah.
Battery's dead. I get out of my car, starts dumping, pouring rain. So I had to go back into Tractor Supply, buy a portable battery, right? And then I'm trying to like start the car while it's fucking raining. I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking zapped or some shit.
Yeah,
like just back and forth between the battery and pulling my car. It smells like shit. I'm trying to wipe
Yeah,
shit
trying
off
to watch a YouTube video on how to do it. Rain.
Pouring rain. And I just said, when is it gonna fucking rain? Just eat my words, bro.
Dude, Rosie must love your bitching. She must love it by now.
Yeah, I mean, she has to, or So that's my day, but my week. But the week before that, we had kittens. Kittens were born. Very sweet. They're very sweet, dude. They're like hamsters right now. You pick them up, and they're just like, they don't know what to do.
Like, was this like an outdoor cat?
Dead-eyed look. Yeah. But we've been keeping her indoors. Dude, they're the cutest little nuggets.
Aww.
But like, it's a Thursday night, and Rosie wakes me up at like 1:30. She's like, Zack, the kittens are being born. I was like, oh, that's wonderful. And I lay back down. She's like, come on, you gotta come see. And I was like, I gotta work really early, honey. She's like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I was like, all right. I go and look at I see this fucking blown out pussy just pushing out kittens, and I was like, right. I was like, that's great. And then I try to go back to bed, and it's just burned in my brain. I can't fall asleep, so I just didn't sleep. And then the whole next day I was fucked at work.
That's awful.
Yeah, but dude, the kittens are a fucking blessing, brother. They're
so you're
super
gonna keep them?
Cute. I have no idea what we're gonna do. I mean, it's more up to Sean, because it's his cat to give birth.
Oh, it's his cat.
Yeah, he adopted like one of the outdoor cats, and that cat is the one that gave birth to kittens.
Dang. Like, I'm sure you're gonna keep at least one or two of them.
Bro, I'm trying to get rid of these fucking cats, dude. I can't do shit with my life.
Yeah.
Can't travel. They shit and vom all the time. Stinks in here. I mean, love them to death, but
you need to make the transition to putting like a Crollo like at your dad's house. Just like slowly transition him.
Henry's too much of a menace, dude. Crollo is a chew toy for Henry, dude. I literally think Crollo was like so fearful that like he developed an illness. Like he got chronically ill and almost died, and like it wasn't explained. And then like when I moved into the new house, he just got better. Like I think he's
always
just, like,
had
trembled all the time.
Dude, he's always had like some explosive diarrhea his entire life. He's been exploding a lot.
Yeah, he's an explosive boy,
Like, is it just like anxiety? Is he like a really anxious?
I don't know. I feel like I used to yell at him a lot and like, be mean when he would like poop as a baby. And so now like he gets anxious about pooping in general. So anytime he's got to poop, like I have to poop him now because like you'll pet him and he'll be like, "Ring." I can tell he's like contracting, and I'm like, "Oh, you need to be pooped, buddy." And then like I have to pick him up and put him in the litter box and like pet him while he shits.
He needs to see some reassurance. Oh,
Dude,
poor guy.
yeah, yeah. But it's funny because every time he shits, like I don't know, it does something to his brain. Feels good, I guess. And like he like drips from his nose, and like it'll like drop like like in the litter in front of him, and every time it surprises him. He's like, and he'll go, and he's like,
He's got to be pushing out some fat logs, like to be, well, like
he
to
puts
just go in that.
he's good at he's got some steamers. He lays them down. Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, that's been my life, dude. It's been my life. I wrote all this stuff down that I want to talk about, but now these notes don't even make sense. All right, let's start with this one. Dad's mysterious notes. So when I was at Dad's house a few weeks back, I saw this random bunch of notes on his desk, and there was like no context. It just said, TV internet never works. That's one bullet point. Washer dryer, bad. Poor insulation, get up to 50%. Then just steps and bugs. I wonder what he's trying to figure out here.
What is he
his plan
doing
is.
on his free time?
I don't know.
he's like exploring like abandoned houses.
Bro, he's writing a new journal.
Yeah.
He's writing down what he saw in his dreams. New apartment has no AC. There's bugs everywhere. I fucked up my life. I've got no credit and I have to live in this shithole. Why won't Zack let me move in his house?
He was experiencing like the worst Friday like the 13th. Just like
Oh my God.
writing down his worst fears.
So when I went to go see my dad, because I haven't been, he lives in the same apartment I used to live in.
Yeah.
I hadn't been over there in a while, and I stopped at that Chick-fil-A to get some nuggets. And dude, the same kids were working there that worked there when like I lived there fucking 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was so depressing, bro. I'm like, these guys are never making it out of Chick-fil-A.
I had a girlfriend like in high school who is still working like at like a Chick-fil-A that she worked at. It's just like I don't want to put like anyone down, but it's just like we need people like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
We need NPCs.
I'm not trying to be rude, like because I'm also like an NPC for like another like rich millionaire. Like I'm doing like his dirty work right now too. So what can I say? But yeah, we do need some NPCs.
Fair enough.
Dude, I have that a perspective a lot. Just like, dude, what if I am just retarded to people like that are just like up like another class? What if they look down on me like I'm just like some retarded fat guy? Like you kind of like not.
Brandon, hold on. Pause for a second. You might be retarded, but you're not a fat guy, dude.
I know.
I give you a tough time, but you're not a fat guy.
No,
you're a
but-
good. You're a healthy guy, dude.
I'm definitely
All right,
retarded.
well, let's get rid of that slander. But no, when you put it that way, I guess I'm. What?
Off topic. You go with the you wanted to reply with first.
No. Go ahead. I got nothing.
I was gonna say, dude, you want to get some tattoos? Well, on our trip, like
Some matching tattoos.
You and I get like another matching one.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, we could do it like around like the one on our ankle.
Get another one. That'd be cute.
That'd be kind of
Add
fun.
a little charm to the anklet.
I don't know. I was just like,
Dude,
why?
the trip-
What would bond us here?
Dude, the trip is creeping up. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited.
I'm getting a little nervous about that whitewater rafting still. Like for
Don't-
some
don't
reason,
be.
like I've
Don't
been
be.
getting like some reels about people like in Costa Rica, and they're just like pulling out these like crocodiles like out of the ocean and shit. Like, what is my feed
Don't
doing
worry
right
about
now?
it. Don't worry about it, dude. And whatever you do not mention the extreme course to Jack. Do not mention it until the day we get there.
You think you can handle like an extreme course?
No, absolutely not. But
It's gonna be.
I know.
It's gonna be like 3 hours.
I know it's going to be brutal. But, dude, that next day when we're chilling at the spa, just having drinks, dude, come on.
Dude,
How nice is that going to be after a long day of fucking
yeah.
tumultuous fucking whitewater rafting that we've never done? I like bang my head on a rock, dude. Broke a pinky. You're
Yeah.
just sitting in the spa. You're just like, dude, this is so relaxing. Sounds like a good time to me.
No, it's gonna be great. And Allison is super jealous.
She better be.
Yeah, the more I talk about it, just the more jealous like she gets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she is like under the perception that we're going to like a massage parlor and like we're gonna get like just all at once such our shit just yanked constantly on this trip. I'm like, honey,
Dude,
you're like you're looking at the negative right now. That's like the worst case scenario.
okay, why is she aware of the parlors now? Have you been like bringing it up? She been
No.
listening to the pod?
but,
Am I getting in her brain, dude?
she's just afraid like that we're going there like to pay for sex.
Dude, we don't need to pay for shit. I got five of my best friends. We'll butt fuck each other, dude.
Oh,
For
she's
free.
also afraid. After she saw the pictures of the tiger hideaway, she was like, Zach's gonna fuck you, dude. I was like, it does look
say it
very
now, dude.
romantic.
We're bed buddies, all right? I've shared a bed the most with you,
Please.
so I'm the most comfortable, dude.
God.
Some of these other guys, I don't know how they move around at night. I don't know how they square.
Who are we gonna like bunk up with? So like, I was thinking like Jack, and probably like Nick or Sean.
Yeah. You and me.
But
We
then,
got to
like,
be linked.
who's the
We
guy
gotta,
that's
like,
gonna be
When
like
we go
your
to
own
sleep, pull out our avatar tails. We're in the jungle, dude. We're like, let's never go back, dude. Let's become one with Costa Rica. It is good timing because they did mention the draft. Like, they did bring up, like, there might be a draft. So,
Dude, that'd be hilarious
What
if
a
the
better
draft
time.
happened right when we were in Costa Rica. And
Yeah.
so like all of our homeboys are like pulled to Iran as like we're fucking hacking up Cloud Mountain. And we
Dude,
get back and then we get all the women. All the women are
well,
all of our bros die and then we get all the women.
but we already have our girls. Like, how's that going to work?
No, not for sex, like
Do
to
our girls-
make like trinkets and jewelry and shit for us.
Oh, yeah, I've been needing some trinkets.
Yeah, like a new necklace would be great right now.
Dude, honestly, I'm thinking a cross piece, just one piece across the center.
I'm thinking like we bring up like bottle caps as like a resource after all of our
Yeah, that'd be
homeboys die.
nice. That'd be nice. No, going back to the Avatar thing, how funny it would be if like some Costa Rican guy's like, you want to be part of our culture, like you must learn how to ride. And it's just jumping on a crocodile. So like, you gotta hold on for 1 minute.
Dude, like if Jack gets like just like some horrible way he gets tossed off the boat, the first thing I'm yelling is crocodile.
Oh, dude, that's brutal. No, but I mean, dude, it is kind of scary because the tour says like no phones allowed. So I'm gonna like text Rosie the night before, like, by the way, this is like where the tour is. These are the people. Like, if you don't get a text in 24 hours, like, call someone. We're dead.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of trust in, like, for one, the car that we're gonna rent, and two, like the people that we're renting from.
Yeah. Well, dude, we're driving a lot too. We're gonna be driving through the middle of the country, right? I think breaking down like not a town in sight.
And I don't know a lick of Spanish. I don't know a lick.
anything. I was thinking about investing in the new AirPods, so I could do like the translation thing.
Oh, dude, and then they rob your ass. Right there.
Yeah, just take my
Yeah,
AirPods.
like, yeah. You're like, speak in the here, speak in the air.
My fucking AirPods!
Dude, what the fuck?
Give those back! I don't know.
Oh, gotta be cracking up.
We got Nick. Nick's a good bodyguard.
Yeah,
Nick will protect us all. He'll demasculate all of us the entire time, but he'll protect
for
us.
sure. Yeah, I'm hoping to lose like 20 more pounds like before we get to June. We'll see.
Nice. I'm trying to get back in the gym, put on some more muscle myself before we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, dude, this cat, Crollo. See, I talk about Crollo and like, how terrible he is, but then he just lays like that with those eyes. This cutest motherfucker.
Yeah. Nah, he's pretty
Seducing
cute.
me. Yeah. Oh, I got my roommate coming in. There might be some noises for a second. What up, dude?
Ready for Costa Rica?
Ready for Costa Rica, Brandon? Brandon's asking.
Hell yes.
Would you like to make an announcement on the pod or tell a joke or anything?
I do not have a joke.
Not a single one.
I have no joke.
All right.
Hey, Sean, you ready for Costa Rica?
What's your take on Israel right now? Come to the mic and make sure your face gets in the camera,
Let me think.
so the people can know what. You don't have to if you don't want
I
to.
know, Israel, not our country, not our war. I don't
All
know,
right.
At least for that right now.
All
I
right.
say work on America first, right? We got a ton of stuff to work on here. That's just all I'm saying.
Well
All right.
said.
Hey,
You
what up,
heard it.
Brandon? By the way, I'm super excited to fucking see you for Costa Rica. I can't wait. Yay!
Hey, Oliva!
Costa Rica.
Dude, we're gonna have to rip a Costa Rica pod. We gotta figure out. I want to get those little shirt mics, so like it's a little easier to travel with. You have some? How many? Two. Perfect.
Loves, perfect.
You guys can sit in the background and be Lemaire and just
Yeah, be our fat retards.
be our favorite retards that comment every 20 minutes.
I haven't really been watching their podcast as of late. Like, I don't know. Like, I had a huge wave of it. Like, I enjoyed it for a bit.
It comes and goes. It comes and goes for sure. I've been really digging. Matt has been on the Patreon reading. He read through a book about conquistadors, and now there's this new one called The River of Darkness, and it's basically just got him going through the history of the conquistadors, but they're making jokes and shit. Very entertaining, dude. Very enlightening too.
How much is a Patreon?
$5.
$5. It's not too bad.
Bro, you've been listening this whole time and you haven't hopped on the Patreon? That's where the best episodes are, bro.
Dude, I have a treasure trove of information still.
Dude, yeah, man. The Patreon's where it's at. By the way, guys, if we get 10 subscribers, we'll start a Patreon, and you can hear the cut part out of the. Anyways, I'm moving on.
I don't think you want to hear that. I don't think we even had to bring that up.
No, we don't. I don't know why I did that. I did that myself, dude. I need therapy for that.
Well, you know what that's called is there's a
Right?
phrase for people that that self-incriminate, like it's like a loose tongue or something.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah,
I do that.
I want to
I
talk
feel
to
guilty
you
all the time.
about One Piece live action. Have you watched any of the episodes?
Yeah, I've watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm on episode 3.
I'm excited. So, first 2, all right. It's cool seeing characters and stuff. I thought it was cool to see Bartholomew, and I thought the set pieces all look great. But I'm waiting for the story and the action to pick up a little bit.
Yeah.
Laboon is such a hard thing to adapt. I feel that whole arc.
It was pretty hard.
That episode was rough. The heart wasn't there. Some of the goofy stuff they were able to do in the anime, obviously they couldn't do because it's live action.
Yeah.
But no, so far so good. I mean, I thought there's been some good jokes. I still like the cast. I'm still not sold on Luffy the most. I feel he's the most retarded out of all of them. But I mean, I guess that's the point is he's supposed to be retarded.
Dude, I can't get past the actor for Zoro. I think he's the worst one.
I didn't like Zoro in the first season. I'm liking him in the second. The joke inside the whale, that was pretty funny.
That was his best
That one
line.
got me.
His best line.
That one got me. But I'm really excited for Little Garden. I'm really excited for Whiskey Peak.
The Whiskey Peak episode, which is episode 3, is the best one.
Was it a banger?
It's actually a banger. The battle was pretty consistent. So,
Hell yeah, nice. Yeah, dude. Rosie and I finally caught up to the One Piece anime. We officially caught up.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
So yeah, the only thing that I'm kind of against is their insistence on the use of practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
I feel there's been a good push for that, because we've as a country we've been in this weird like battle with CGI, and I think it's just because like we don't want to get rid of the jobs that like practical effects represents and stuff. But I think One Piece would be better adapted with like more CGI effects and more CGI scapes.
So, like, I think in order to do what they're doing, which is trying to tell like, you know, the original One Piece story like through a new medium, I feel like it should have been fully animated. Like, have you seen the Gantz movie?
Yeah,
it's like realistic but still kind of anime.
Exactly.
That would have been dope. Right? Where I think what they're trying to do, it would have worked better if they created an original story in the One Piece world that doesn't have the characters or the things that we've seen before.
Yeah.
Right? Like seeing Ace like on his journey, you know, like that would have been a cool thing to make a show of. But I get it, you know, you got to market, you got to sell fucking toys and Legos.
It's One Piece.
And it's One Piece, you know. But you know,
I just think
crazy going into Target and they have a whole One Piece aisle.
Exactly, and like I do like all like the Lego sets. Like I'm enjoying those.
Yep, they're cool. I do wish they were based off the anime, but
I know, right? Like what a missed opportunity.
Come on, yeah, missed opportunity there.
People would riot for those, bro. It would be.
I know. It'd be the sales would be way higher. They're trying to grab a new audience is what they're trying to do. You know.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sorry. There's like an alarm going off. Let me close my door. Yeah, but just in my opinion, I think it's a little too early to make a live action One Piece. In my opinion,
maybe. But I have a theory. I have a theory on the One Piece live action and where it's going to end. Right. So One Piece was never meant to be this long. Originally, Oda had a 5-year plan for the story of One Piece. Right.
Yeah.
I think that is what the live action is going to be. The original shorter version of One Piece that he had in mind and like how that whole story would arc and wrap up. I think that's what they're doing with the live action. I don't think they're just going to make it to Marineford and be like, all right, this is where we stop. You know, I think he's going to tie it up like I think it'll probably be around Alabasta where we see a bigger shift in the story.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Alabasta was always planned in that original 5-year timeline that he had. But like after that is where things are gonna like really shift. Kind of like with the Neon Genesis rebuilds. Like the first movie is like identically the same as the first like 6 or 7 episodes of the TV show, and then the next few movies are totally remixed, reimagined in like a different way. So I think we're gonna have a similar thing with the One Piece live action where things get a lot more different, and I feel like that's gonna be better for the One Piece fans because again like. I liked the first season, but it's like how many times have I seen the East Blue, right? Like not only did I watch it for the first time, but I've seen it through flashbacks a million times. It's so overdone. And like that's why I'm excited for this season to get into stuff that I haven't watched in a while. But I feel like to really like capture the hearts of the One Piece fans, you're going to change things up and make it different and interesting.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, now I want to know what happens in the live action, right? Because, yeah, it's cool to be like, oh, yeah, there's Drum Island, you know? Like, I want to see something different, in my opinion.
I totally agree. Like it's One Piece, like it's brand new content. Like as a true fan, that's all you need. So, and I do agree. I think they are going to change like the plot severely, and I think that's also indicated by like 2 things. One, they're introducing like a characters that like we won't hear about for a long time,
forever.
Like Ace, like is already being like introduced.
Yep, Brooke,
which is very interesting. Brooke, like all these characters. So I think they're gonna come a lot earlier, like in the narrative that they're having now. And I think
like they remix it. Brooke is like a part of the Foxy Pirates.
yeah, they trade him like
the
for
afro
something.
And he's like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm joining that crew.
That'd be perfect, dude. That's actually a great idea. I like, and also like you need like to age these characters along with the actors. Like you can't get like an 18-year-old Luffy when this guy has like a beard and a mustache.
He is like thick armpit hair. A lot of times he's like, yeah, screaming retarded. He's got thick armpit hair. And I'm
he's
it's
got
just,
like
you know,
he's got the mustache
like
too.
a
Like you can look.
mustache. Yeah.
He's getting old, and he's fucking Mexican, bro. He's gonna be fucking.
Whoa.
He's Brazilian.
Honduras. I'm just kidding. He's Brazilian. Yeah.
But he's gonna look Brazilian in the next few years.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's been rocking my world? You know what I found out?
What?
2 girls, 1 cup is fake.
How is it fake?
They just squirted a bunch of like dyed custard in the girl's ass. She just like pooped out like frozen custard.
You know,
I heard this on a podcast and I was like, dude, I gotta bring this up. So I was in my car and I like rewatched it and I was like, yep, that's custard.
Yeah, but like if it's touching like the inside of her ass, then I guess it's already poop. Like if it's touching the.
Yeah, I mean there's poop in there, but
So
like you
it's
know.
just poop ice cream.
Well, I mean she probably cleaned her ass out first and then they pumped it out in there. I don't know.
What they pour like.
Probably went through a
thing,
few tubs. Dude, I mean porn stars clean their asses all the time for anal and stuff like that, you know.
I
Get
do
a
know.
water jet up in there. Yeah.
Well,
I don't
Right.
think you do know, Brandon.
yeah, I don't think I've.
Anyways.
Oh my god, freaking everyone's.
Dude, just
pooping
close your door,
outside.
bro. Just close your fucking
It's
door.
so dark.
Who cares? Turn on a light. Oh my god. Alright. Well, anyways.
Sorry, guys.
Nothing but dead air and
Hey.
alarm sounds. Come on, Brandon. Oh, now it's even louder.
He's right outside my apartment.
Somebody fucking die in front of your apartment?
That happens often. So here, so let me like wait until it's like almost gone.
Bro,
Yeah,
just
I-
yelled him. Turn that fucking thing off.
I think you're taking out the trash right now.
Yeah. Probably.
At like,
yeah.
at like
What
1
are we
p.m.
at anyways?
We
Where
are
are we
at 37 minutes. I want to talk
37.
about. We have a serial killer like around Waikiki.
You do.
Yeah, we do right now. And dude,
Imagine they're like, you know how they do the drawings for like what it looks like, and it's just like a jacked bald guy looks kind of like The Rock. He's just going around fucking.
he's like, that could be anyone.
That could be anyone, dude. That could be anybody.
Yeah, it's
So what is he targeting?
So there were 2 killings in the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
There was an old guy, like
Okay,
over in like
okay.
Waikiki, and then
Okay.
there was a guy over here at the beach. He was just like a fat guy, like
Okay.
and
So
so, how
what's the
he's killing
connection?
them. The connection is they're like slightly related, like they're like third cousins, but like everyone's
Okay.
kind of a third cousin on this island, so it's kind of.
Yeah, that serial killer. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a Family Feud or something. You know, he's picking off like the heirs. He's like, dude, I'm gonna get that red letter one money.
That is interesting.
Fuck you. You know, I'm taking out my cousin, taking out my uncle, dude.
Yeah,
Right,
like
I got the rights to
The
Fast
Rock
and
has
Furious.
like a tuition
Yeah.
sponsorship for like
Dude,
college. He's like killing all
I'd
his
rather
brothers.
kill than share the profit of Hobbs and Shaw. I'd rather kill.
It's a little scary
that'd
out
be
here
funny.
right now.
Yeah, be careful, Brandon. I don't want to lose you before this trip, man. That would be. I'd just be so brokenhearted. I'd still
You
go,
think I
but
could
it
be
just wouldn't be
killed?
the same without you.
You would still go? That's fucked
No,
up.
I would not go.
You would go. You would go. You guys would
No,
all go.
I would not go, dude. The whole time I'd just be like, "Damn, Brandon's in hell right now, and I'm just sipping out of a coconut. Like this is terrible.
I don't know,
Who am I going to do the podcast with?
dude. I've
Am
actually
I
been
going
going
to
to
do a
church.
podcast with Isaiah? We're just talking to a wall the whole time. No,
Oh no. What else I got?
we gotta like work on like rolling these like topics in naturally. I feel like if
Yeah, I'm kinda just,
our
like,
whole
blurting it out.
podcast is like I wanted to talk about this. What else do I have to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about this. Like, we need to, like, kind of like how I got my boss to buy me shoes. I was like, hey, dude, nice shoes. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, I lost 2 pair. We gotta be smooth with it. You know what I mean? Like, Brandon, you've been seeming sad lately. Like, have you thought about therapy?
Dude, honestly, dude, my dad, like, I don't know if I've
Anyways,
spoke about this on the
therapy's
podcast.
not for me. The reason why I bring it up. No, I remember the story. I was like, so I was seeing this chiropractor for a while, and he was like all into like, like natural health stuff and like, super into like men's health and also men's mental health. And he's like, dude, like you should come by. We have like a little men's group, like we kind of just like help support each other up. We, check in like every other couple, weeks, and we just kind of like sit around. And I was like, fuck it, like, going through a breakup. I live alone. I got nothing, I was like, I'll go chill with these guys and see if I can make some friends in this group. So, like, I go to this thing, and basically they're like, all right, so like the way this works, is like we all, talk about your father, talk about your relationship with him, and then like kind of like where you're at in life. And so like everybody goes, and like I'm the last person. So I'm like sitting, I'm thinking, I'm like, what am I going to say? How do I get these guys to understand me? And so I had more time to think about it. So I talk, right? And I guess, I'm a talker. I can keep going. I can keep yapping.
Yeah.
But like, so talk for a little bit. And then afterwards they're like, all right, so to talk too much is a feminine trait. And, you kind of went on for a bit, and it's like better to like as a man to like reserve something. I thought this was a fucking men's group, dude.
They
immediately
they're
just like,
they
dude,
bitched you up.
yeah, immediately they were just like, dude, you're gay.
Dude, they needed like a guy to
fuck.
pick on.
I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Go to a men's group and they're like, it's fucking pussy.
Oh, no.
Like, I thought we were here to talk about our mental health, dude. I'm sorry, my problems aren't good enough for yours, dude. I don't know.
That's what like
Oh,
it's like
funny.
to be a man though. Like Allison is really perplexed by it, but you just kind of I just tell her at times like you just like you can't bitch up. You just gotta
Dude, you gotta hold the fort down.
you just gotta move on.
And maybe that's what they were trying to teach me. Maybe the whole thing was set up to be like, let's just call these guys a pussy. They won't come back, but they'll learn something.
What, you have to pay for it or
No.
anything?
No, it was
All right,
free.
okay.
It was just like a little hang. It was like a little hang in a salt rock lit room.
Yeah.
I thought it was a nice intimate setting. I thought we were sharing. I guess not.
I think I think like we're better off like not purchasing like these people's like online courses and shit. Like I don't understand like all the men that do that. Like they buy like an online course from like Andrew Tate, and then he just tells
That's
you
the
to not
worst.
be a pussy the entire time.
Dude,
It's
imagine
just-
your life is just going wrong in every single direction. Then you have some dude that's just like treat all women like fucking sluts, like hate black people. It's like, all right. I mean, I found that out on my own, dude. I don't need anybody to tell me that.
Yeah, but that's
I'm just kidding.
but that's
Black
like
people, I'm sorry.
racism is like a cheat way like into inner peace. Like you feel better about yourself, but like it's not forever. It's not real like inner peace.
Did you see Gypsy Crusader fight that meme guy, the
Yeah.
black guy?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, dude. It's so bad. It is so bad. Yeah. But anyways, it's been real therapeutic for me, Brandon, has been reading this journal with you, dude. It's fun. It's a journey. And I feel like it's about time to dive in, right?
Yeah,
Or what,
well, like we're at the
45,
good
something
part
like that?
now, like because I was just introduced in the last one, so like I'm
Yeah.
back in the picture.
This is
What will Brandon do?
let's see where Brandon is. This is also where I start to get like political and think I'm Hunter S. Thompson. So this will be interesting.
Let me open my door.
Oh my god, this guy just wants to let birds in, sounds.
No, like all of our fans like to be able to see me.
I hope the fucking serial killer walks in and kills you on the podcast, dude.
some fat cholo, brother.
Stabs you in the jugular, dude. You can't even fit through the doorway. He's like, I heard what you said about Red Letter 1, you motherfucker. All right. Journal entry 48, June 16th, 2016. Hey. All right. I must be crazy or something. About a night ago, I got a half sleeve tattooed on my arm. It was a 5.5 hour session that didn't get out until 11 p.m. After my session, I go to get Sean so that we could leave for the trip early in the morning. When I got there, he hadn't even packed up yet. He couldn't decide to come on the trip or not, and his parents were giving him a really hard time. So ultimately, he did not come. I lost 2 hours of possible sleep waiting for him at his house. When I woke at 4:30 a.m., I had a short 4 hours of sleep under my belt. The drive seemed endless. There were points where the drive was fun and points where it was miserable. It was a crazy hassle with my new tattoo as well, trying to be comfortable on top of avoiding a driver's tan. Every gas station I went to, what does this fucking say? I take a piss or get gas always ended up in the wrong neighborhood. I feel like an alien. Even in the country where my kind is dominant. I end up in places where I was the minority. Damn, dude, I was racist back in high school.
Oh, are you?
Right.
What kind of pill were you on?
Oh, here's the next sentence. I'm not prejudiced. I've just never been so out of place. I've never seen so many black people before. all the truck drivers were...
He gets around.
Yeah, exactly, dude. All the truck drivers were big fat pigs driving like swines during the plague. And all the rain felt like God's rage for me leaving things behind. There isn't much at home to concern me on this trip, but definitely enough to create a reason to have to never go on this trip on the first place. But these fucking moments are what define us. Driving through Richmond was neat. It was a different take on the concrete jungle. Once I hit Baltimore, the rain really came down and didn't stop even when I got to my brother's place. It was actually pretty terrifying. The thought of losing control was not fun. However, the drive eventually drove me to insanity, and I had thoughts of turning my wheel rapidly and creating a 30-car pileup in D.C. Nevertheless, I'm not mad. At least not yet. I also never seen so many dead deer on the side of the road. The amount that I saw, I wonder if they're killing themselves intentionally. The last 2 hours of my drive were miserable in the rain. I started to enjoy music again and started to think about my life and what I want to become of it. I finally got to Eric's house in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The seemingly endless 20-hour drive was over. The first thing I did was ask my brother if he had any weed. He pulled out a bag so small I laughed for a good 5 minutes. However, the resin buildup in his bong was great. Greater than what I had ever seen. It felt ghetto, but I was desperate. It was a good night, and I'm excited to see what other nights are ahead on this trip, especially in Michigan with Evan and the camping nights in Virginia with B.
Dude. Lore dump. You remember when we used to scrape like your ashtray like every like 3 weeks?
We'd run out of weed, and we would spend half an hour like putting together a bowl.
Weed was scarce back then too, though. Like it was impossible to get weed.
Dude, those bowls were the best bowls because we worked for them, bro. When we finally got it and we finally felt that high, we were just like, finally.
We were such scumbags.
Yeah, dude. Well, Eric was the one that taught me how to do that shit. He's like, yeah, dude, you just get the resin in your fucking bong and scrape it, and you can smoke that shit. And I was like, all right.
You know, like every time I reference that to Isaiah, he is a like little bitch. Like he acts like he smokes like the best weed on the planet, and he's like, I would never do that. Like, brother, you never experienced the roughness of it.
Yeah, he grew up in a hippie family, bro. They always had weed on deck.
I know.
Hold on, let me get another drink real quick.
He's definitely a prude when it comes to weed. Oh my god, yeah, and I remember, that one time. It was when you, me, and Trish hung out for the first time, like all together. I think I was more like buddies with her, and I think you were using me to get closer to her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then, like, I was in this, like, very homoerotic, like, striped tee, and we were just smoking out like in the prairie, like on her car. It was a good moment for us.
Dude, I have a picture of that.
Yeah.
And I want to like pull it up and post it like
Oh
on
my
the
God.
pod social media because it's such a good classic photo, dude.
Yeah, so
It's a
gay,
throwback to
dude.
the boys, dude.
Ah, yeah. Like a Miss Trish.
Yeah.
I would talk to her in a hot minute.
Journal entry 49. After sitting around all day at my brother's place drinking beer and watching My Name is Earl all day, my brother came
Nice.
home to a very exhausted brother. Drinking small increments of alcohol throughout the day can really take the energy from a man. Jokingly, my brother kicked my ass to give me a boost. However, with my new tattoo and nose ring, I was in no condition to roughhouse with him. I didn't even try, really. After he kicked my ass, he insisted on me helping him move his fish tanks. I wondered to myself, what kind of man beats his own brother and takes him to move hundreds of pounds of fish at 12:30 at night? If I only had the dedication to the guitar like that man had for his fish. I woke this morning in search for a bagel shop my brother told me about, only to get lost in the concrete jungle known as the city of Lancaster. Surprisingly, this place is beautiful. So many hills with beautiful gardens, lined with several different species of trees. The architecture was incredibly classic, and the women here, oh my god, so much better than the shit in Florida. However, I do feel like a drifter here. I'm collecting eyes left and right. For the women, I assume they think I'm some kind of sex machine. From the men, I look at nothing but trouble. Dude, what a fucking
What a dickhead. You are such
self-absorbed.
a fucking... No, like,
Dude,
I
these
like
women
this
are
era.
looking at me, dude.
Dude,
All right.
I appreciate that confidence.
Yeah. Journal entry 50. You know, recently in these past few months, my journal material has been kind of dry, and there isn't too much to cover that has been missed except for one thing. My best friend Sean. Maybe this is a really fucking gay post. I remember this. My best friend Sean. Maybe the reason I haven't been writing too much is because with him in my life, it hasn't been too crazy, which is a good thing. It's nice to have someone to play video games with, smoke pot, drink beer all day, and watch movies without all the bullshit. See him play at Munchies every Sunday and jamming with him time to time has really helped me become a better musician. Haha, there's nothing better than getting stoned like a crab and listening to Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath on vinyl. I gotta start using that again, getting stoned like a crab. That's cool. If I could use one song to describe the relationship with this kid, it would be Thank You by Led Zeppelin. So at this time, I thought it was about friendship. That was a love song. So that's the gay part. But I've told this semi-dark skin, unknown origin bastard a lot about myself, and I have never told anybody. I can really trust him. Sure, he has his own self-conflicting problems with himself, but don't we all? The only time I get angry at him is when he gets too upset over himself. Well, that and taking too long to get in the goddamn car every time. Moral of the story, thank you, Sean, and this journal becomes a movies. Make sure this fucker is in it.
Dang. Nice.
I gotta read that to him after this. All right. This one's a long one. Journal entry 51. Yesterday, Eric, his girlfriend, and my two nephews went out and celebrated one of my nephew's birthdays. Besides these kids being little shits because they're stingy-ass mom's side of the family who spoils them like eggs, I had a great time. I grew up in Pennsylvania and Maryland up until I was about 7. Went to a little miniature golf place in the countryside. It reminded me of a memory when I was on a field trip when I was 5. All I can remember from that specific memory was being in the cornfields eating ice cream with mountains in the background. But it also made me think of some other memories. It reminded me of the good old American family tradition and what the American family lifestyle used to be. Maybe it's just the old architecture in towns making me think about it, or maybe it's just me coming to realize what this country has come to. The American dream hasn't died, it's just changed. The question that worries me, though, is, has it always changed? Am I forever stuck in a never-ending cycle of knowing that the way of past generations is forever behind us? Feeling the guilt of knowing that what our ancestors built for the security of our future, we are just tearing down day by day, and that we aren't doing anything to help our children's future. I guess it's just something I will have to learn to cope with or maybe change. The world I grew up with as a child is very different than the one today, but that doesn't mean I can't help become even better than the one I grew up in. And yes, of course, my generation wasn't perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than this one. This generation has so much potential. You're allowed to be whatever you want, and you can't be judged. Race doesn't matter when it comes to socializing or getting a job. We have such a great foundation for a better world, which is why I can't understand why we continue to destroy it. Aside from that very political excerpt, the rest of my day with Eric and the boys was great. The last thing we did was go fishing. There's nothing better than just cracking some beers, catching some good fish. During our last night conversation I had with my brother, which made me realize how lucky I am to have a father. Hold on. During our last night conversation I had with my brother, which made me realize how lucky I am to have the father I have. Recently, my father and I have been on good terms, but every time I hang out with Derek, he tells me the story about his father, or just says some things about him that reminds me not to take things for granted. Later in the conversation, however, the topic of my mother and father popped up. Eric told me that he had always thought that they belonged together. That one really hit home. Recently, I have been thinking a lot about Mom and how my head was stirring the entire night, thinking about how much I missed her. My first night seemed restless until I finally fell asleep, just to have boys create a bunch of noise and keep me from sleeping. Tomorrow I leave when the daylight rises and the night falls away. I can't wait to see my friend Evan, but a lot of people think I'm crazy for going on this trip and driving this far. But if you ask me, well, let's just say I'm trying to have a good time, and that I'm also trying to find the American dream somewhere along these desolate roads.
So, like, I wonder who you would be as a person if you were if you it delved into your self-loathing side. Like, here's like a glimpse of it. Like, and you're trying like to write like really well. I wonder what kind of person you would be like if you actually went into this lifestyle.
Lucas?
Yeah,
I'd be Lucas.
you'd be Lucas.
I'd be Lucas.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah,
We
like
got
I'm a little
time for one more?
jealous of
Oh, go ahead.
how while you're talking about like your buddy Sean there. I was getting a little
I'm
jealous.
sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I promise you're somewhere in
Never
here.
do that again.
Promise.
Yeah, I think we have time for one.
Journal entry 52. Let me get another sip here. Parched. Driving on that desolate road to Michigan, I found nothing but the amount of hatred I have for the grotesque state that is Ohio. Ohio was a fucking wasteland. Once I entered, it's funny because I proposed to my fiance in Ohio. Once I entered Michigan, I was very unfamiliar with its lifestyle. There was a home every other mile with no stories or more than 3 streets in sight. Nothing but fields and valleys. At first, my thoughts on this place were unclear. I finally arrived at Evan's home, and it was nothing. I could make, I don't know. It was nothing I could have, I finally arrived at Evan's, and it was nothing I could have imagined. When I pulled into the driveway of the isolated blue home with chickens roaming free, Evan came out of his home looking like something out of the 70s with an open shirt, ragged pants, and long natural hair. I knew I was finally away from the civilization I had been running away from for so long. People don't look like he does in Michigan. After a brief few minutes of catching up, we smoked some marijuana with his family. Evan's family is filled with great people, also kind and giving, which makes no sense because Evan is a giant tool sometimes. Stoned out of my mind, Evan drives me around the town he grew up in. Rashad was right. This place really is something else. There's only one store in this town, which used to be originally owned by Evan's family. After exploring the very small yet interesting town Evan lives in, we went back to his place where his mother prepared an absolutely delicious meal. After that, we played some tunes before we smoked weed called The Bomb and got all tuckered out. The following day, we went canoeing for a couple hours. At the beginning of the journey, we smoked ourselves a good amount of weed. In fact, as soon as we lit up our devil's lettuce, the song Smoke on the Water came on. You can only imagine how perfect that was. After being attacked by a swarm of deer fly for an hour and a half and losing my paddle, I was finally at peace. It was so beautiful. Oh, no. Yeah, It was so beautiful with the vast trees and meadows and winds brushed against us like a spiritual force. That rowing trip definitely became a spiritual journey. Following our adventures, we went to Evan's cousin's house. I forgot his cousin's name and the name of the friends there, but it was an amazing night. We were outside underneath the stars with the fire blazing as we sang and played music. It was an incredible jam session. Afterwards, I got pissed drunk and had a doozy of a night. Waking up and leaving a mysterious home, we went back to Evan's house. After having a much-needed shower, once again I got stoned to the wall. Man, I had a lot of cool slang terms for getting stoned back in the day. All day we were watching Star Trek until I fell asleep. Waking up after 2 hours of sleep, I felt off. I didn't feel like I was in a different world, more like I wasn't in one at all. I was floating in a sea of confusion, wondering who I was and what the hell I was doing. The marijuana had finally catched up to me after smoking so much. I didn't know if I even wanted to live or if I was even alive. Somehow, Evan and I started listening to The Dark Side of the Moon and fully listened to the album. Listening to that album was really a journey. So many conflicting thoughts about myself swaying back and forth. By the end of the album, I had reached a feeling of relief and accomplishment within my thoughts. My time in here in Michigan has been fun. As I sit here high as a kite in Evan's basement, I reflect on my stay in this isolated world. Evan is a good kid, but I can see now why he is self-centered, not being around many other people other than himself. My thoughts on Evan are forever changing. There are times where I admire and look up to him and times where I can't stand him. But that's what makes him such a good friend. Even after all the bullshit he sprays at me sometimes, and it never gets old. I don't know what the fuck that means. And he'll always be my asshole friend. Tomorrow I depart on another journey that is still yet unclear. I will always remember this place and its obscurity. Out here, I don't have the same thoughts on the world that I had at home. It's different and something I will never really be able to explain. Being here being here definitely has been a drug-induced psychedelic trip. Okay.
Wow.
I think we can end on that note.
Dude, you're pounding those weed.
Guess so, man. I guess so.
Yeah, a little lore. I remember, I was chasing this high for years after this. I remember, I think it was the first time you and I ever did acid was you introduced me to the artist Porter Robinson.
Porter Robinson?
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I remember blowing your mind.
The first time listening to that music, it almost makes you come. Crazy.
I remember the song I showed you.
Me too.
Goodbye,
I remember.
Goodbye to the World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, your first time tripping acid, hearing that song, you're just like, oh.
Yeah, at that point, I knew I was not going to college.
Yeah, for sure. As soon as I started doing acid, and I was like, oh, Steve Jobs dropped out of college and did acid? Okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll do what he did.
I'll do what he did. I'll never commit to another math class again.
Yeah. Million songs in your pocket? All right, well, I don't know, I'll come a million times or something. I'll jerk off.
3 times a day.
Right in my pocket, dude. Right in my pocket. I got a million ideas in my pocket, Dad. Dude. You don't have any fucking clue.
I think it's true. I think the best trip you ever have is probably the first one.
Oh, bro, you're always gonna chase the dragon.
Yeah, you're always. Yeah,
same with rolling on Molly, dude. Well, I don't know actually. Not the first time, but my earlier days of doing Molly, when I went to Forbidden Kingdom with the boys.
Yeah.
Just a boys trip. That was one of the best weeks of my life, dude. Just rolling out of my mind, dude. My eyes were this fucking big.
I'm jealous.
Great time. All right, well, I think we did it, right?
Yeah, we're at 103, 104.
103, 104. All right, guys.
All right, it's been fun. Bye.
Peace.